Hey guys, so in today's video, I'm going to be doing a full makeup tutorial for this look. This look was inspired by DesiXKaty on Instagram, and I've been getting inspired by so many of you guys seeing your looks using the DesiXKaty collection. And when I saw this picture of DesiXKaty, I was literally like, I couldn't believe it. It looked so pretty. Beautiful makeup look, and she used the shade Harpoon from our DesiXKaty palette from Dose of Colors. I was just like blown away by how pretty it was, and I was like, I need to recreate that. So I used the same palette that she used, the Marc Jacobs Editorial palette, which is like, this palette looks so good with Harpoon. This eyeshadow palette is just beautiful, and I feel like I've just been wanting to wear green shadow. So I was very excited about this look. This is the look that I wore when I went out to Karen's party for her birthday party, and I just love the way it turned out. This Harpoon shade on the lid is like, girl. I'm gonna be creating this look for you guys, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I just got extractions yesterday, so I have like red marks on my face. So I'm gonna conceal using this new concealer that I bought. This is the Sephora Make No Mistake High Coverage Concealer. I love doing that so much.
Why is the hand?
Because I think it needs like a bigger,
Contrast.
yeah, I learned that's why people do that. I never knew why before.
Idiot.
Yeah, I just got extraction, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with the concealer first. And I picked this up when I was at Sephora, the Sephora Make No Mistake High Coverage Concealer. I love so many of the Sephora collection products, especially their Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer, which is what I use. This is what I use for like my no makeup days when I just want to do like a little coverage, you know, like other little spots like right here. But this is a much more light coverage concealer. So I usually do like right here, you know, on no makeup days. A little bit on my mustache because that spot on my face is just like a different color. So this is usually my go-to. This is the shade Custard. It's a little bit lighter, but it still works. I did get the shade Blondie, which is a little bit too like yellowy for me for no makeup days. But this is the other one I picked up, and I wanted one for like a more full coverage concealer, and this is the shade number 8 Caraway, and it's just a fuller coverage concealer, but it seems to work really well. So I'm just gonna cover my red spot. Perfect color for me, perfect color. So this is gonna be like my more full coverage concealer that I use on no makeup days, and this one is still my lighter coverage concealer for no makeup days. And of course, I'm still using my Bye Bye Under Eye on my under eyes because it's just the bomb. Like right here, this discoloration, which is, it's not even a dark circle, it's just discoloration. Wouldn't it be so nice if I didn't have that? This kind of had a similar texture to Bye Bye Under Eye, but not quite as like gummy. I'm gonna try out the blurring concealer brush on my under eyes from Smashbox because it looks like a really good under eye brush. And I always spray, when I'm blending out my Bye Bye Under Eye, I always spray it with a little bit of Fix Plus just because it is so thick. And then right in here, ooh, this brush is a yes. I'm gonna do the eyeshadow first. So I'm gonna prime my eyes using the MAC Prep and Prime. Put a little bit of setting powder in my crease. This is just my RCMA powder, and I'm dusting it in the crease. And I have a little scratch on my eyelid right now, but we're just gonna act like it's not there. I'm putting a little bit of my Bye Bye Under Eye just in this area, so that way it's already concealed, or shape tape. Did I say Bye Bye Under Eye? I don't even know what I said. All right, so now I'm gonna be moving on to the eyeshadow, and I'm gonna be using the Marc Jacobs Editorial palette. This is a really pretty green toned eyeshadow palette. It blends out really well, very pigmented, but I know Marc Jacobs is a little bit more pricey, and I was going through my makeup and I found a very similar color palette. And this is the Maybelline City Mini palette in the color Urban Jungle. I feel like the colors are really similar. The only difference, or the main difference, is it doesn't have a color like this, which is a transition shade. This is the main transition color that I used in my eyeshadow look. But this is the Maybelline Urban Jungle palette, which has similar kind of green tones in there. So that's an option if you don't have, or you don't want to get the Marc Jacobs Editorial palette. But since I used this one in my eyeshadow look the other night, I'm gonna go ahead and use this one today. But I wanted to show you guys another option. So to start, I'm gonna be using, we'll see, which is this color right here. This is a really nice, I would say it's actually cool, toned transition color. Yeah, that's definitely cool. I don't know why I was gonna say neutral. This is a cool undertoned eyeshadow. I love the way that it looked as a transition shade. I feel like it made it very sexy. And I'm gonna be applying it with the brush I've been using every day, NYX 32 eyeshadow brush. And the Marc Jacobs shadows, they do, if you put a brush in it, they do have some fallout, but it's not a lot of fallout. You just wanna make sure you tap off any excess product so you don't have too much on your eyeshadow brush. And I put it right here, above the crease. Obviously I already have my eyebrows on, but I'll just go in and touch it up later. All right, so the next shadow I'm gonna be using is the dark green shadow, which is called Enviously. I've just been totally switching out my brushes lately. I'm using this one from Eco Tools. This is the blend. There's a blend side and a smudge side. It just works really well. So with Enviously, I'm gonna put it right below the other shade that I already applied. Next is to take the darkest shade in the the darkest shade in the palette, which is called Everywhere, and this one is like a black green with gold sparkles in it. And I'm gonna use the other side of this Eco Tools brush, the smudge side, and start buffing it in the outer V of the eye. I love the colors in this palette so much. So much. I would like to use this color one day because this color is really cool too. Whoa, I pressed too hard. Pleather Python is this one. I'm gonna take a little bit more of the transition color that I used, the cool brown, and just bring it in to this area more on the inner corner right here. Just bring it down. So now I'm gonna be using Harpoon eyeshadow from the DesiXKaty Dose of Colors palette. This color right here, the really cool greeny gold shade. So I'm just gonna take a dot of water on my finger. You just kind of press your finger into the palette. You don't wanna push too hard because it is a softer formula. And then I'm just gonna swipe it on my eye. This color is so bomb, like I just... So I'm focusing it like on the whole center of the lid, and then I'm just lightly tapping up here. Not up too high, just to diffuse it a little bit. For the inner corner, I'm gonna do the same thing that I've been doing, which is Fuego on the inner corner with a fluffy blending brush. And then Suze on top of that. I'm just gonna line my eyes using the Kat Von D tattoo liner. All right, I'm just gonna tight line my lash line with some black liner. I'm gonna use my Makeup Shayla Baddest Black Big Shot Mascara from Maybelline. Where are you gonna take me when I have this eye makeup on, John? I'm gonna do my foundation next. This is the Armani Luminous Silk shade number 6. It's like my hair started, my hair is growing out, but now I have like all these little, you see it? I think it's new growth though, because they don't look broken. I don't know how they could possibly be broken. My top hair is just so healthy right now. All right, I'm doing my Pro Glow, shade number 205, up in here. That concealer that I was talking about earlier, my Sephora one, I found the other shade that I got. Palmier or Palmier? Anyway, when I was at Sephora, I also bought 2 other concealers, the Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Concealer. I got these because Desi always raves about these. I got the shade Light and Medium. Should I try and do this for under eye highlighting? Or I don't know if it's got enough coverage for that. Here is Light on top, right there. And then Medium is right here, which is a really nice shade. I feel like my Shape Tape is still lighter right there. I'm gonna use my Shape Tape today and try the Becca one on a different day. So I'm using Shape Tape Light Medium Concealer. Do you guys have any like favorite concealers right now besides Shape Tape? That's like good coverage, poppin'. Ooh, this brush is good. I can feel like I can get into smaller areas than my Morphe one right here. Let's set it. I'm gonna try out the Smashbox. I just got all their brushes, so that's why I'm like using all of them right now. This is the buildable cheek brush, but I thought it looked really nice for under the eyes. So I'm gonna try it out on the under eyes because I don't like to use a lot of powder on my under eyes or else it's not good for anybody, AKA me.
Specifically you.
Specifically me. See how like fluffy it is? Very fluffy. I feel like it would be a really nice blush brush too. Okay, what is next? I was gonna try one of the Colourpop highlighters. This is one of their pressed powder highlighter. Come on. I took all of them out of the box, so I don't know what the name of this one is, but I feel like it was the lightest, most champagne looking one I'm using. This is a brand new Smashbox fan brush. I feel like this is coming out a little bit icier than what I want. All right, so I just went in with a little bit of Fuego because the Colourpop one was it was a little bit too light on my skin. It was kind of giving me a little bit of like a frosty white cast. So I just added a little bit of Fuego on top just to warm it up a little bit. This is Eternal Sun blush from MAC. So I'm gonna finish up the lower lash line with the Marc Jacobs eyeshadow palette, starting with the transition color. In this color, I kind of sweep it all the way up until the inner corner. And bring it down here. And then I'm gonna go in with the matte green color next and just bring it up a little bit closer. Do it about halfway across. And then lastly, I'm gonna go in with the darkest color in the palette, and I'm gonna use the Smashbox Precise Smudger brush and bring it right up into the lash line. With these palettes, you just wanna make sure you tap off any excess because there is some fallout, but it also makes them extremely blendable. So the other night when I did this look, it was like a green eyeliner color in the waterline, but it was a little too bluey green. So I'm trying to figure out what color I want to do in the waterline. I think I'm just gonna go with black and stop playing myself. This is the Buxom Call Me Hold the Line waterproof eyeliner. Do you ever just look at your own makeup sometimes and think, whoa?
There we go.
All right, so now I'm going to put my Shayla mascara. This is just gonna be called from now on my Shayla mascara in Baddest Black on the lower lashes. All right, now I'm gonna brighten up my under eyes using my Manna Kadar powder. I'm gonna try using this brush too. It's softer application, the C2 powder. This stuff is still like, ooh, that's nice. It's kind of hard to get it with this brush in like a precise location because it kind of gets down here, but it also isn't applying a lot, so. I'm gonna contour my nose with the Maybelline Master Bronze and Highlight Kit. This is number 10, using this shade right here. What color lipstick should I do, Junes?
What are your options?
Well, when I wore this look the other night, I wore no shade,
Okay.
no gloss,
Okay.
which is, you know, my go-to. You honestly, like, all you do is repeat what I say when I ask you something. And I'm gonna wear my lip combination that I wore the other night when I wore this look, which was Oak Lip Liner from MAC. A lot of you guys have been asking me what lip liners I wear with the DesiXKaty collection. So with no shade and with more creamer please, I wear Oak. Honestly, I wear MAC Oak with pretty much any nude lipstick. For Hot Fire lipstick, I wear the LA Girl Nectar lip liner, which is a really affordable lip liner. And for Sauvage, I wear MAC Night Moth, which is like a really, really deep lip liner color. So that's just like my go-to. Obviously you can do whatever, but as far as nude lip liners, like MAC still has my favorite ones. Makeup Forever also has really good ones. And then my no shade lipstick. What do you think? Do you love it? Are you taking me out? So that wraps up today's tutorial using the Marc Jacobs Editorial palette and also Harpoon from our girls palette. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this look. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Why do I sound so stupid? Like, shh. Just kidding, love you so much. Sha la 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 la.